My curious and quirky story begins on April 19th, 2019, with a tweet from actor Rainn Wlison to Elon Musk asking him to build a quiet electric leaf blower. Soon enough, a couple of weeks later, Musk tweeted out that Tesla is going to develop a quiet electric leaf blower. Kit Eaton in Fast Company wrote a beautiful article on how should electric cars sound. In a space that is so innovative where cars have no sound, why would you want to copy the same sound that we're used to from a combustion engine? It's a huge opportunity to reinvent sounds and therefore alter human behavior. For example, when we hear the sound of a car, we look left or right. Will we look up when we hear the sound of a drone? Spatial, a startup in hospital sounds, is creating sounds environment within hospitals to reduce stress levels and for promoting obviously better working conditions and also better atmosphere for the patients. The fun example I have for you all the way from Netherlands is Domino's. Domino's did a hilarious marketing act by reprogramming their bike sounds to sound something like this. Domino's. Imagine you're at a red light and you're stopped there next to a bike that is delivering pizza, and every time the bike revs up, you hear this marketing noise coming from the bike. It's another great example of how sound is beginning to dominate how we connect with customers. Flytrex, a drone startup, got FAA approval to drone drop groceries for Walmart. Soon enough, in future, I'm sure we'll have hundreds of drones zigzagging across our skies, trying to drop stuff into our houses or delivering goods from place to place. So how would that sound? Is there a different way we can invent sound of the drones itself? This entire wave of Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces, and then Snapchat, Facebook, LinkedIn, and even Mark Cuban experimenting in audio spaces is another good example of how audio is using to connect people and driving customer centricity. The best of the customer-centric companies use voice, vision, and touch in their customer practices. And these three dimensions now can add to themselves sound and smell. Smell is another interesting dimension of customer centricity. As you walk into a retail store and typically you would pass by the bakery, and that bakery and the smell of it, the warm bread, etc., drive you to do certain types of buying behaviors. As Trevor Noah tweeted a long time ago, is there a Shazam for smells? Back to sound. In a recent Bloomberg piece called "The Next Electric Frontier is in Your Backyard," there's a whole description of how devices in our backyard and the tools we use in our personal lives have an opportunity to go electric and therefore directly positively impacting our environment. This in turn will create a new chase for batteries in lithium and other new materials and recharging infrastructure, etc. So while sound is the starting point of a new business thinking, the impact on it is much bigger in our society. And that is my curious and quirky take for this month.